My husband harvested about 300 garlic scapes a few weeks ago. So today I'm taking a bunch and I'm making garlic scape pesto. I'll demonstrate exactly how I make the scape pesto using my food processor, and then in part 2 I'll show you how I safely preserve it so we can enjoy it during the off-season. Hi everybody, I'm Judy DiLorenzo with A Life Well Planted, and let's get started. Start by washing about a pound of garlic scapes. These have already been washed and I cut off the flower buds, but I did save one so I could show you what I mean. So here's the bud, and you just simply cut beneath it. And then you can save these for making veggie broth if you want. You need 6 cups of cut up scapes. So cut them into, ½ inch to 1-inch pieces. Okay, so I've added 6 cups of scapes to the processor. Next, toast walnuts or pine nuts over medium-low heat. You need to watch them closely and move them around in the pan so they don't burn. You'll know they're done when they start to turn golden and give off a nutty aroma. Once they're toasted and cooled, add them to your processor along with lemon juice, olive oil, salt, red pepper flakes, and black pepper. Turn the machine on and slowly pour in the water. Stop your machine periodically so that you can scrape the sides of the bowl with a soft spatula, and continue processing until the pesto is fairly smooth. It's such a beautiful color, and it smells and tastes great too because I did sample it. Now this recipe is lower oil than most pestos, and this recipe is also dairy-free. But of course, if you prefer, you can add the cheese. You can even add more oil, you can add less water. That's the beauty of pesto. You're able to tailor it for your particular dietary and taste preferences. I'll leave the recipe down below. And don't forget to watch part 2 because that's where I'll show you how to safely preserve the pesto for the off-season.